beloved. I thank you so much for your time, and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This will be your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those who are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love, as well as ancestral lineage readings. I also now offer on my Patreon personal readings for $50 per month. You get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career, and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also offer one-on-one sessions / life coach sessions. Those will be once off and not monthly. You can only book me for those directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon if you'd rather join my Patreon instead. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. So I'm channeling a very unprotected person. Someone is very touchable. You know, their mind is not protected, their heart is not protected, you know, their body is not protected. Like in the spirit, someone roams just like an empty vessel, like they can just be used, you know. Let us tap in and talk to God. I hope I said, because you see, it's this energy. Why were you spiritually led here? What is here for you, beloved? Why did you resonate with the title? And why did your own YouTube algorithm present you with this message? Let us tap in and talk to God. So someone's body, someone's vessel is void to so many spirits, right? Like this is not someone that is in their body, you know, because there's so many spirits that use them in their body. Like they're controlled. This person could be craving something, but they think it's them craving it, but it's that spirit that lives inside of them. Or this person could be doing something thinking it's them doing it, but it's that spirit that lives inside of them. Or this person could be thinking something or feeling something thinking it's them experiencing it, but it's that spirit living inside of them. It's like what I'm seeing for this person is like this is someone who, when you look them in the eyes, you're not looking at them, you're looking at many spirits. Yeah, someone is possessed. We have the High Priestess and the Seven of Wands reversed. Like this person is fully possessed. I'm seeing that. So as this person is possessed, it's like they are in their body, but there's many spirits that live with them. And these are not their ancestors or their spirit guides. It's literally dark principalities that use lost souls. That's what I'm seeing for them. Like they've been chosen by certain dark principalities because they're a lost soul. Like this person is so lost that like they just allow themselves to fall into it. They can feel a presence inside of them, but they don't care enough for themselves to fight against it. They just allow it inside their body. They don't battle that spirit. It's like someone having to get away from lust. They have to battle the spirit of lust within them. That is an analogy, a reference point, a case study, an example. Battling that spirit of lust within you requires you having to face it and then looking it in the eye and telling it that this is your body. And as it leaves, you are no longer vulnerable to lust. You choose if you want to be lustful or not. That's an exorcism. We all have to put ourselves through exorcisms because there's so many spirits that roam on earth wanting a vessel, a body to use. Spirits that haven't crossed over because they never cleansed, learned their lessons, oh my God, they never chose to be good people. I just channeled something crazy, like the way I stuttered here. It's like this level of being possessed is that level of being possessed where this person will say something in a different voice. It's like not an alter ego. It's more like being possessed where their voice will completely change, but it's not that their voice is changing, quote unquote. It's the spirit being active. So this person can change their voice, but it's not them, it's these spirits. They can talk, and they talk to this person. Like this person will chill in the house or whatever, or wherever they are alone, in their room, their place of rest, whatever it is, a house, apartment, a condo, a penthouse, a shelter, a hotel. And they'll just be there and they'll start to speak things. And it's not them. It's the spirit speaking to them as they listen to the spirit. It's like it will tell this person. But this person is so possessed that like it got to this point because they surrendered themselves to the darkness. Like they never fought against any spirits in them. When they would feel that something ain't right with them and they notice themselves doing things they don't normally do, speaking in ways they don't normally speak, acting out of their own character, they never fought to remain themselves. They would just allow themselves to quote unquote change, but it wouldn't be change, it's being possessed. You know what I'm saying? In this instance, because these spirits take this person away from who they are, so that they can control this person, because then they would not know who they are. This person would not know who they are, so they can't command the spirits in them to know their place, because their place is this person's body. We have the four voices reversed. And the thing I'm seeing about this person is they like to be outside. Like, they enjoy being alone, but they love being outside. They don't mind being alone, but they love to rather be outside. Because outside is where these spirits feed. They feed when they talk to people. They feed when they are hugging people. You know, these spirits inside this person, like they feed in multiple ways. Like these spirits also like to make this person spend a lot of money on food, because these spirits back in the times of their existence, there were no restaurants. These are long time ago spirits. These are ancient spirits that have found home in someone here. And they're just controlling this person. They make this person spend uncontrollably on things that they want to feast on, and then they make them work for it. When this person be at work or whatever they do for income, their spirit is active in their body. These spirits just use them for pleasures and things of life that they don't get to experience. Like sex. This person, when they sleep with people, it's these spirits. They be channeling a different energy during sex. They become a different version of themselves. But it's not them, it's the spirits. It's not an alter ego, it's not anything, it's the spirits. And they take turns too. They be in rotation. Controlling this person, they take turns. There's a schedule. This person could be the type of person in winter, they be a certain way, then in summer, they're a completely different way. You know, these spirits have their own seasons. You know, and also moon phases and sun cycles. You know, they work with their own things, and they just use this person who's currently alive, you know. So this person has let it get too far. I see here that this was someone that when they were experiencing these spirits, they loved it. They loved that mysterious darkness that was inside of them. Like, this is someone who they would know that, okay, when they're having sex, something just happens to them. They just feel like this out of body experience, but they don't say it. They just like allow it to live inside of them, not knowing what that out of body experience is. Or this is someone that when these spirits talk, they voice, right? When it comes forward and they're active and they talk, their voice changes, which is symbolic to the fact that they have complete ownership of this person's body. Because if they did not have complete ownership of their body, the voice would still remain the person's voice the original host of the vessel, the owner of the body, would still have the voice. But the voice being taken is symbolic to the fact that this person is completely possessed. Eight of Cups, lost in the possessive energy, lost in the position of being a host, lost in their own vessel. It's not them, it's multiple thems. And it's not on a pronoun. Lost. Eight of Cups energy is just a wanderer. Like no direction. And the way they might be living their life, it might seem structured and ordered. This might be someone who's very hyperactive in wanting to come off a certain way. They're very structured in their appearance or structured in their identity. They always show up the same in a particular manner. They pride themselves in maintaining a certain reputation. You know, it's like the spirits do that because they want to continue living in this person's body. They don't want to make it obvious that they possess now. These are smart spirits. That's why they're from the ancient times, because they've consumed many hosts before and learned their lessons as they continuously leave people's bodies after experiencing them. Now they know better. Like, oh, when I was in that person's body in 49 BC and it's 2024, whatever modern age we're in right now, these millennial, these in whatever, like, you know, and they be taking that knowledge and using it. So you can imagine how smart they are. Like they hide in the body. That person will not even be aware. This is someone who is completely possessed and they don't even know how serious it is. They thinking they just living life and they experiencing themselves, and there's these energies that come and go that they feel inside of them. No, it's spirits that come and go. They leave their energy because they're using you to experience life. They be making this person go out uncontrollably. Like this person be buying all types of things in restaurants, things that they don't even like, but these spirits like them. All of a sudden, like, this is someone who's so possessed that they would want to be around someone, but then these spirits would not want that and would make this person always want to pee when they're around that specific person. You know, like things like that. Spirits that live in the body can activate things in the body for their own things, you know. We have the Six of Cups reversed. On top of that, this person, like, they drink a lot. They always drinking. Like, they always drinking. They overeat. Like, these spirits are just having their way with them. They're not living their life. They're not free. They're being used to live by spirits that have existed a long time ago. They love the life that this person lives. That's why they chose this person. You know, they love the person that they are amongst other people. They love experiencing them in their body because they love the life that this person lives. They choose, they monitoring spirits. They monitor you. Could have taken them 3 years to fully possess this person, but they knew that they wanted to fully possess them until the death of them because they saw what they saw and they chose it. It's like how an analogy, a reference point, a case study, an example. Someone can be chosen by their ancestors. Someone can be chosen to do something in their lineage that was never done, whether breaking a generational curse or starting something that never existed, you know, in their own life, their own reality, their own world. There's people that their life has so much glory to them because of what those before them were able to accomplish, and they just pass it down. That's why it's important, you know, to start in the spirit where you have spiritual protection so that it's you and your body, you and yours, your ancestors. It's not you and things that use you and leave because they don't even give a damn about you. There's a difference. We need to learn spirituality and not just think it's something that we figured out. It's a journey for a reason. You be talking to people thinking it's them and only them. Why do you think people can stay in a marriage with someone for 15 years hiding the fact that they're a snake? But there's always been a snake inside of them, even in moments where you didn't realize they were a snake, even when you thought they were your most closest trustee. Even if you looked at them as someone to love with your whole entire heart, you were loving a snake, you trusted a snake, you slept with a snake. It be like that. Why do you think situations like that are present in our reality? Why can someone hide their snake? It's inside of them. That means when they show up in the person's life that they're trying to snake, the snake can't show itself. For it to be able to spread its venom, it has to be undetected. This is a scientific social experiment that proves that people are more than one inside of them. There's a Netflix movie called Three Bodies that I'm channeling. Three Bodies. I'm also being drawn to the title. There are people that their strength, they don't even know where it comes from. They don't know it's their ancestors backing them. There's people whose mind is so great, they're so intelligent, they have high IQ. They don't know who their ancestor used to be and how intellectual their ancestor was, how intelligent their ancestor was, because they never had a position to be able to be that for themselves, but they were always that regardless. There's so many differences of life that we need to understand. So a snake can hide itself. If a whole snake, if you can be friends with someone and you really think that's your friend, but it ain't your friend until you find out it ain't your friend. But even when you didn't know they weren't your friend, they weren't your friend. They were just a snake. That is a thesis of life that should be studied. There's more than one person in one body. It's the ancestors that come through when they come through. Oh, it's whatever demons have possessed them. The moon to the magician. These are powerful energies here. The moon to the magician. These spirits inside this person's body want to have a relationship with you. So simply put, this person wants to be a friend, but they're a snake, they're a black cat. People, you need to be aware who you allow in your energy. Because someone in your life can interfere with the energy of your life. If they're not in alignment with who you are, it will be clear, because your life will not go a particular way when they're in it. Like, you have someone here who's been wanting to be friends with you for so long, but it's not them. It's these spirits. They're obsessed with your power, the power of who you are. Like, they monitor your identity. They love who you are in your world, your reality. It's almost like these spirits want to swap and come to your body, but they want to be close to you so that they monitor you. And then they want to possess you, but you have spiritual protection. So these spirits, they want to test your spiritual protection. They already know and can see that you're not someone that can be possessed, but they still want to try because they're bored inside this person. They want a new body, but they only live a specific life. They only want to possess someone with a specific type of reality. So there's something about the life you live that fascinates these spirits. You thinking someone's coming through to be friends, they are monitoring spirit with monitoring spirits. They are that as well. That's why, back to the fact that people can be with a snake and not know it's a snake, but you don't know what the snake has done when you didn't know they were a snake. You don't know how they exercise their venom in your life. They could have been around you smiling, but the thought was, when is this person gonna lose it all in life? They're smiling in your face, but the thought in their mind where they're at is, man, when is your downfall happening so I can get a good laugh out of it? Some spirits are so evil, they stay in your life to see you fall because they want that much satisfaction from it. It feeds them to that degree where they're willing to pretend and act in your face because they just want to see a certain thing happen. This person is that person. They're going to be that friend, quote unquote, that comes off like the dream friendship you wanted. Like, they've been studying your life for a while. They've been if you are on social media, they've had that level of insight to you. If you're not on social media, this person has just studied you, your movements, however way. Study the person that you are, so they know like how to play your mind, how to play your heart, how to play your thoughts, how to play your emotions, and how to portray themselves so that they come off a certain way in your eyes. And that's the trick. There will be that friend that comes off like the person you've been missing in your life all along. They will pretend to be into what you into. They'll be pretending to be who you want them to be, but they there for their own things. They fulfilling their own things. So be mindful here. There's a snake in your midst. We have the Eight of Wands reversed. Send the snake where it comes from. Do not open up your energy to this person. You will intuitively feel that something is wrong with them, but you are such a good person that you question your own intuition when it comes to things like this because you don't want to see the bad in people. But just because you don't want to see it, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. You just be blinded by your own misjudgment. You're not choosing to see them like that. They just are like that, simply put. So why are you beating yourself up for something that has nothing to do with you? It's who they are. They just want to be in your life with their things. And you have to protect your life from their things by not allowing them in your life. Because someone like this, your business will be all over. Someone like this, they'll take pictures of where you sleep at just to go back home, sit and look at it and laugh and things of all sorts of wicked ways, you know, to hurt you, you know, looking at like, oh, if her room is like this, his room is like this, I would enter here and have them killed or kill them myself. You don't know what people be thinking, what they really want from you. They can come off a certain type of way, but is that who they really are? From all these years that I've tried to deal with these bitches out here and call them bitches friends, I realize I'm wasting my time. We have the Ten of Swords reversed. So with that being said, you'd be wasting your time as well, allowing someone like this in your energy. Because all this person is going to do is try to ruin your life. Not to say they're going to win, but do you really want to be battling? Choose your battles. You don't want to be dealing with this. You can already see it from a mile away. I see here that your intuition, if it hasn't strongly alerted you about someone, it will. And you need to be aware. You need to be present in your awareness. You need to see. Allow yourself to see. Don't pretend you don't see. This was your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time and I thank you so much for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. To those who are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love, as well as ancestral lineage readings. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career, and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions / life coach sessions. Those will be once off and not monthly. You can only book me for that directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon. If you'd rather join my Patreon instead, you can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. I thank you all for everything, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.